What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. Welcome back to the channel. And today I'm going to address a question that I keep getting asked in my DMs on Instagram is this: how long did I take to get this Camaro? When did I get this Camaro? When did I place my order on this Camaro? And how did I know for sure that I was about to get this Camaro? Because I know some people said they've been placing their order with GM and at their dealership for 5 months, 6 months, 7 months, and they still at 1100 status. And you guys probably want to know, like, what is 1100 status? And I will explain all of that for you guys in this video because it's going to be pretty lengthy, I'm thinking, but I'm gonna make sure I run all of this down, all the information down as soon, as fast, as quick as possible. So stay tuned for this video and keep watching to the end.
She want me to lock it down, but I told her to pass the key. You gotta slow it down, girl, you moving too fast for me. Nobody did it like this, so they wonder, they asking me.
Let's jump straight into this. So now we're gonna start off with step one because I know we live in a time where people believe like in Carvana and Vroom, and they expect to get like their vehicle ordered online and shipped directly to their house today. And that is not the case with GM. We still old fashioned with GM. We still got to go to the dealership and place our orders. So that is number one, is go to a dealership to place your order for your custom spec and build, because 9 times out of 10, what we used to doing back 3 or 4 years ago, going to the lot and getting a vehicle that you want to your spec, not going to happen during this pandemic. Now, which dealership? I leave that up to you guys, because I know people thinking, hey, I go to the top #1 dealership in my area, and you know, they said they sell this many Corvettes and Camaros and all of that. But in this time, I don't think that even matters, because I placed an order with a top selling dealership and my bill never got accepted, and I waited for 4 months to get that to get this particular car that I'm sitting in, and I didn't have it. I placed an order with a second dealership. They got allocation, it went through. So I don't know if the second dealership, I never really checked their rep, or are they the top seller dealership and all that. I was just calling around asking for allocation, and they so happen to have allocation for what I was looking for. And that is the #1 thing, is go to a dealership. Make sure you do your research. You can call around and do that, but be sure that when you go, salesmen are tricky nowadays because they know people are looking for Camaros. They know it's a hot commodity. They know it's a shortage on them, and they're going to try to just lure you in to get that deposit. Make sure though, when you go to whatever dealership, is that your deposit is refundable. Some of these dealerships are requesting non-refundable deposits where it's between $500 or $5,000. It depends on what car you get in. So I assume, like, if you was getting a ZL1 1LE, you probably had to put $5,000 down, but I think that's just a number they putting out there. But this is something for you to be sure that they want to lock you in. So they don't want you to go nowhere else, because they're going to lose that customer and they want that dollar, you know. So that's the #1 thing. If you find a dealership that you're comfortable with, be sure to, you know, put whatever deposit you can afford down to lock your vehicle in. And then next, you'll go on to the next phase, which I'm going to, which is #2. Make sure that if you put your money down, if they swipe your credit card or whatever, make sure you get a GM workbench. A GM order workbench is listing out your exact bill that you sat down with that salesman, and you let them know, hey, this is the car I want, this is my spec I want, that's built out for me. Because dealerships has 2 ways of building cars. They can build it for the customer, or they can build it for the dealer inventory. So be sure that they're building it for you, and it's a sold vehicle, because most likely the salesman don't know what he's doing, and if he don't know what he's doing, sometimes they got to go to the ordering manager or the inventory manager, and that's the person that really order vehicles. That if you can talk to them, that'll be best, but most likely a salesman is not going to let you talk to the inventory manager, because they want to make that sale and they want you to come to them. So that's the second thing, is getting that GM order workbench. And you asking me, like, why should I get that GM order workbench? What does it matter? Because on that GM order workbench is a alphanumeric code that's going to be important to you which is the order number. So it can come in different variations, but let's say I'm just throwing a number out here. It's like BBXGQ6G or whatever. And I don't even know what I said, but that could be a actual order number for somebody, because that's going to be important to you. And underneath that order number is going to be a status number there, and that status number should be 1100. Now, which is going to lead to step 3 in this video, because this is going to be lengthy, but it's going to be important for you guys. And because 1100 means that your vehicle was entered into the system, but it was not accepted yet. So that's just telling you as the buyer that, hey, this vehicle, you went to a dealership, typed your order up to your specifications in a laptop, and they sent it off to GM. So the order status number is important, because from 1100 it will go all the way to 6000. 6000 is being delivered to you. You will have it in your possession. 5,000 is where it is delivered to the dealership. So you asking me, like, how can I find this information out? So there's 2 ways you can find this out. You can go to Chevrolet.com. You can go to the Chevy chat. That'd probably be in the bottom right corner here. And you could type in there like, hey, your first name, last name. They're going to ask for your email. And then they're going to ask for what you want to do. Just say, I want to check an order status. And then the next thing they're going to ask for is a VIN or that order number that I was telling you, that BBGXQ or whatever. That is going to be the order number they're going to search that's assigned to your build, your spec. So that's one way you can go there. Usually I don't go there because I feel like it's just a cookie cutter response from them, and it's somebody on the back of the keyboard just copying and pasting responses. So it's not really going to be the information that you need. But if you want something quick, this is one way to go. 2, the second option is going to Camaro 6. Camaro 6 is going to be the holy Bible, the holy grail for Camaro 6 owners. Why? Because this has tons and tons of information for Camaros, and this has been going on since the Camaro 5 platform, and on Camaro 6 is just as much, and there's lots of people out there. So Camaro 6, I would say you bookmark this tab, keep this as a reference, because there's lots of information. So if you want to figure out what size wheels you have, what you can put on your vehicle, if you want to know what type of suspension, most likely somebody out there has done it. If you want to learn how to change your brakes, rotors, pads, or if you want to sell some of your items, you can do it out there on the Camaro 6 forums. So, but we're not going to talk about that. We're just going to talk about the ordering process. So out here on Camaro 6 forums, I'm going to share on my screen here, walk you guys through how to get to this area there, but you need to create an account. Once you create an account, you'll go to a section that's called ordering, tracking information, things of that nature, or status updates. You'll click that link there. Once you go there, the first top bullet point, it most likely be highlighted in blue, because majority of Camaro owners will always go there and check on their status updates. I don't remember the name off top, but you can follow me here on the screen. But before you type in your order number, the BBGXQ or whatever there that I'm referencing as an example, scroll, you should look down, and there should be a newbie section. It should say welcome to Camaro 6 for newbies, and how it's all working and all that nature. I'm clicking that link there. You click there, and then as you're scrolling through here, there's tons of information and walkthroughs that have been written by Camaro owners and Camaro people that's dedicated, that how you should navigate through this website. Because most likely 9 times out of 10, the question that you're about to ask possibly has already been asked and already been answered. So don't be afraid to use that search icon out here, because if you post like a random post like, what's the size of my Z01 tires and what's the size of my SS1 Elite tires, people gonna look at you like, bro, you could have just searched for that. The information is already out here. So don't be that guy. That's all I'm gonna say. Just don't be that guy. So that's why I'm showing you guys the steps, so you don't be that guy. So like that. Okay, you guys went to the newbie section. You guys read all of that because it's going to be information that you need, and it's pretty much what I'm walking you guys through. So after you guys go through that, then you're going to go to the top section of ordering status and checking your order status. You click that link now. Okay, as you go in here, you go to the last page because this is an ongoing site. I mean, it's about 50,000 plus posts in this area because everybody update their status or want a status update on their vehicle every week. So what you'll do here is you'll go here, you type your name, hi, Joe, because keep in mind there's only one person that runs this. His name is Joe. He works at James Martin Chevrolet. I forgot his role, but his wife, Becky D, was a huge influence in the Camaro community, and her husband, which is Joe, is now taking over. So he's providing status updates for all Camaro enthusiasts. So don't order a vehicle from Silverado or Cadillac and try to come here and give you a status update. That's not going to happen. It's solely Camaro only. So when you go here, you type in your name, you say, hey, such and such, I just got me a bill ready for a Camaro. Can you check on my order status? Last time I checked last week was 1100. He's going to ask you for that order number, or he's going to ask you for a VIN. Then once you place that, wait. He's going to respond back to you and say, hey, your order is at 1100 status, or your order is at 2000 status. If you hear 2000 status from him, that's a good deal, because that most likely your salesman is not going to give you this information to keep you updated on the way. Your salesman is not even going to know when the car is going to get there. They're just going to wait till it get there, then call you. You can at least ask Joe once a week or every other week. The reason why is because your GM process is slow, so you're not going to get a status every day, every minute. So it's best off going by a week or a bi-weekly basis. So 2000 status means in the Camaro world that your order has been accepted, which means your dealer had allocation, which is a good thing. So that means you went there, you went to the right dealership, they had allocation, they built it, they submitted it, and GM accepted your order. A lot of times, a lot of dealers do not have allocation, and you stuck at the 1100 status, and the dealer's telling you, hey, it'll take 3 months to get your bill, but they just treated you like a normal customer, they just placed the order in, submitted it, and didn't even look back until 3 months later, until you just keep bugging them, and then you say, hey, where's my order at? So this site on Camaro 6, Joe will let you know. He's not going to give you no more information. He's not going to know more than what your dealership would know, but this will help you along the way with status updates. And that's how I figured out where I was. So with my first dealership, I was at 1100 status for 3 months, and I placed an order for this vehicle on July 13th, 2 times at 2 different dealerships. So at the first dealership, it had been 3 months. I didn't hear nothing. At this dealership, I heard that I got allocation, and it has been submitted. It's been submitted on, I want to say it got accepted, I'm trying to say November. So I've been waiting for about 3 months. And after I called the first dealership, this dealership had it ready in November. By December 15th, I stopped checking on the order because I get antsy. Because after a while, you get to get an antsy and you want your vehicle now. You check on it so much. So December 15th, my vehicle was bayed, which is 4B00. That is a good thing, because when your vehicle is bayed, that means that your vehicle has already been built, and it has GM just sit it off into another lot where now it's waiting for transportation, that's the best thing you want to hear, that when it's bayed. How long did it stay being the bayed status? For me, it took about 2 weeks. For some people, it may take about 3 days, 4 days. But the reason why it takes that long is because now GM is looking for different dealerships, are looking for more Camaros to get built. So when they hire a transportation company, which is Jack Cooper, it will go directly to one destination, so make worth of the trip. So if there's 2 or 3 dealerships along the way, it's going to make sure they get their Camaros or cars first, and then yours will be at the next one on that same trip. So that's that. So now, once I talked about ordering from a dealership. I talked about getting your work order bench that has that information and your order number. I talked about now just logging into Camaro6.com. Now is step 4. Not too many people really know about this, and you'll get this information only from the Camaro 6 forums, and that is going to www.palsapp.com. You can only use this information if you have a VIN number. And the reason why is because this site is where GM used Jack Cooper to transport their vehicle. So this is the only way you can know where if your vehicle can have a trip number and then if it's on the way to the particular dealership. I'm sharing that on the screen here as it pops up for you guys. And this here will tell you when it will be delivered to the dealership. So usually the dealership will have all this information, and dealerships will probably explain. Some dealerships explain this information to the customer. Some will not. They will leave you in the woods without telling you not a dang thing. So that's why I'm sharing this information for you guys, so you guys know this. So be sure to look at that, because if your VIN is being built, then you can have an idea on when to schedule like a way to come pick up your vehicle, or you can schedule a time with your dealer like to see your actual vehicle rolling off the truck. That's like the best experience. I wasn't able to do that because I was in another state, but if you can get the opportunity to take that picture of your car rolling off the truck, that's a pretty awesome experience, man. So that's why I'm sharing it with you guys, man, because I know I'm planning on keeping this car for a long time. And it's just a nice experience to see that. Now I talked about step 4. Now I'm getting to the last step. Now you guys probably don't want to hear this, but last but not least, if you don't want to deal with this, go through all these steps, it's just wait. Just wait it out. If you really don't feel like going through all these steps and you trust your dealer, you trust your salesman that much, then the best option for you to do is just wait it out. Point blank period. Just wait it out. Now, some people have the patience figure like, hey, I don't care as long as I get my car by spring. It's here. As long as I get my car by summer, I'm not really worrying about it right now. Then that's good. This could be for you. But some people that's just antsy, looking for the car and just want it right now, or they trying to figure out like within a 3 or 4 month time frame to have a car before the summer or the spring, then this video may be for you, but it can be for those other people as well. And I just want to share this information because for me, that's how I was able to find out a lot about my vehicle, because my salesman that I had at the first dealership, he was new and he had no clue what he was doing. And I was just left out there in the woods, and I didn't like that experience. So that's why I'm creating this video and sharing that experience with you guys, so you guys don't have to go through all that. So hopefully I shared everything, because it's a lot, but I'm going to leave lots of links in the description. That's pretty much the whole GM ordering process, or how I followed it to get this vehicle in my possession today. Because once you hear that your vehicle is being delivered or it's on its way to your dealership, your salesman should be calling you that it's on its way. That's a good experience, man. I hope you guys be able to get the build that you guys want, that you build to y'all specs, so y'all be ready by the spring or summertime. And this is going to be the same thing. This process that I'm sharing with you guys, you can do this for the 2023 model year and 2024 model year if GM decides to make them. But so if you like this video, if I missed anything, be sure to drop a comment below. Be sure to hit this like button. Be sure to subscribe to this video and share this video to other people that's placing orders for vehicles, because this may help them out.